Coca Vision, live on TIDAL. This is exclusive, 3-month subscription for free. Raekwon, the motherfucking God. Joe Crack, let's get it.
Well, drug tunnels under the border. Mexican cartels have dug them to funnel their product into our country.
Assalamu alaikum, Joe. Whenever you're in Dubai, we have a zoo in the house. We got tigers called Tiger and Kylie.
Yeah, what up, y'all? It's Joe Crack, the motherfucking Dawn. Welcome to Coca Vision, live from El Chapo's tunnel. It's actual bricks in the back. I got possibly my very best or top 3 best friend in this whole hip hop game. Raekwon the chef, Raekwon the God, the literature expertise. Yo, Ray, the definition of fly, that's how I look at you. You stay fly, my nigga. You been talking that Versace shit before Versace was dead, my nigga. God Raekwon, welcome to Coca.
Salute.
That boy Ray, you know he the God body, so he be like, yo, salam alaikum. I be like, salam alaikum, bismillah, rahman rahim, kif alek, my brother. Alhamdulillah. He said, damn, Joe, chill, bro. You learn too much, motherfucker. Mashallah, I learned too many.
No doubt.
Yo, Ray, man, it's such an honor to have you in this tunnel. I mean, beyond a living legend, you on the Mount Rushmore of hip hop.
That's what's up.
You the reason I love you most, and I gotta let you speak soon, but the reason I love you the most is because I remember coming up in the game and I was underground and I was selling maybe 5 records. You was quadruple platinum, and every time I called you, just like today, you came in 10 minutes in the same spot. That's what I appreciate most about you. What's up?
Ain't shit.
How you doing?
I'm good. You know, glad to be here. I wish I would have had a haircut though, and you know,
Hey,
I got a Hanes t-shirt.
Come on, hey, yo.
I got a Hanes on. I got a whole cut lit up. You know,
Raekwon.
You know how I go, man. Just always want to
I gotta go to
right.
the most craziest, because me and you, I could just love you all day, but I gotta go to the craziest old dirty bastard rest in peace story you could think of.
One of the craziest ones is probably, you know, being out of town. We was out of town one time. I'm talking about out the country, out of town. And you know, we was all just bugging out, and you know, a lot of times Wu-Tang, we don't run with the same niggas all the time. So it's like he may have his crowd, or whatever the case may be. And Dirty came through with his boys that night. So you know, we hanging with them. And I remember we was all up in the room and shit. This was years ago. And they was smoking dust in the room and shit. So you know, dust in the hotel and shit. So we come in the room, we want to know what's going on.
PCP, elephant tranquilizer.
Yeah.
They knock out elephants with this shit.
Mint leaves and all that shit. You know, this was years ago though. But we just was worried about him, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, we know your crowd, so we know everybody he got around is either gopher some shit for him or just getting him whatever he want. And at that time, we was real worried about him, and you know, we happened to be, you know, I think it was me and Ghost or somebody else. We went up to the room just to see what's going on. Like, yo, what's going on up here? But we really wanted to talk to him and say, like, yo, whatever you got going on, you got to stop. But, you know, talking to somebody,
talk to a nigga with
check it, talk. Like, he wasn't even smoking at first. He was just in another zone, but that was the room. And it's like, when we went in the room, it's like, you know, we smelling in the air, whatever, and we looking at him and we want to really have a conversation, but we can't have a conversation amongst everybody in the room
62
to try to,
niggas who's
so,
trying
you
to
know,
get high.
make a long story short, we sitting there, we talking about it, like, yo, how do you get on his page to let him know that we not trying to judge him like that? You know, because at the end of the day, a man gonna be a man. But anyway, make a long story short, we came up with, yo, you know what? We gonna smoke some with you. We gonna get in your chamber with you. So I remember just, you know, taking a couple of pulls, just try to comfortable them out. Just, you know, I've been there, I've been around the dust before. I know how it feels, you know what I mean? Ooh. So it's like if they say don't take 10 pulls, I probably took like 4, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how you smoke. You go, look, you know what I mean? If you ain't smoking like, this is back. I was a kid, y'all, so don't judge me, you know what I mean? Young, getting money niggas. But anyway, we wind up smoking like 3 joints, and the next you know, I see us doing a bunch of push-ups. I think I did like 750 that night. So I was fucked up already, but then doing the push-ups, it knocked me back to being normal again. So really now I don't even feel dusted no more. So now I'm just like, the dust is gone. So you know, now I'm just watching him. He just moving through the room. He just doing what he want to do. He go downstairs. And the next thing you know, I think one of his guys came in that basically, you know what I mean, was feeding him the shit.
Connect.
Yeah, the connect. Not like he the nigga that got the bag. No, this the runner going to the connect. He's the runner going to the connect. So boom, we run into the runner in the hallway and shit. So we like, yo, he was just in the room with us. Where he go? You know what I'm saying? So we go right to him. He's like, yo, between me and you, yo, he in room 319 or some shit like that. I don't remember the room. And when we went to the room and shit, it's like, oh, I'm banging on the door. Yo, boom, where you at? Come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? He opened the door. This nigga opened the door. He naked and shit. I'm like, come on, man. Put some clothes on, man.
Put some shit on,
Push ourselves
dirty.
in the room, put some clothes on or whatever. And it's like, trying to talk to him, he was just on another level. He was like gone. He wasn't listening to me. He wasn't looking at us, but he was staring at us. You know, it was just a sad thing, but make a long story short, he told me, he was like, yo, you know why I do what I do? He said, because a lot of things that go on within our organization, I'm not happy with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, we playing is something that really is powerful. And back then, we didn't know our power like that. So, you know, I guess that was his way of venting by getting that attention, because Dirty was always an attention lover. He was one of those brothers, but he wasn't happy with the way we were doing a lot of things. And I guess that's what pushed him away from being with us on the day-to-day.
Let me tell you my dirty story. I came from Mr. Chow. I had my wife with me. I was in the green bands. I passed through Cheetah Club, and the whole street was filled. In Manhattan, the whole street was full with people, girls. I remember Pharrell was there. A bunch of rap niggas was there. And the old dirty bastard was in the middle of the street arguing with like 30 cock diesel bouncers. big niggas, right? Yeah. So now, if I just told you, I started out with, you're one of my best friends and I love you, I can't leave Dirty like that.
Yeah,
I just couldn't, as a man, I couldn't do it.
Right.
So I pull over, I get out my car, and I say, yo, Dirty. He said, yo, what up, crack? What up, crack? These bitch ass niggas, this. I say, yo, Dirty.
Relax,
right?
nigga.
So the whole industry's out there, but nobody want to talk to Dirty. Nobody, because maybe he's wild, maybe he's bugged out, or maybe some niggas want to see him get beat up. I don't fucking know. So I turn around, I'm like, yo, Dirty, come here, let me talk to you, my nigga. Like you know. So he was like, all right, crack, what's up? So he's actually coherent. He's actually responding to me.
He respect you, yeah.
So I said, yo, Dirty, what's up? He was like, fuck these niggas. These niggas is pussy. They don't want to let me in the club. I'm Wu-Tang, this, that. So then he start telling niggas suck his dick, whatever. The shit it's just escalating to a level where I'm looking, it's just me and Dirty Bastard, right? And the nigga turned around and said, you don't see him? You don't see him, Joe? You don't see him? I was like, what? He said, the bees, they flying down. The bees are coming.
He's the drunken master, man.
Yo, my
Come on,
nigga,
man.
He was
That's
telling
who
me
he was, man.
that
God
the
bless him,
bees
man.
was gonna fly down. I'm sitting there like, yo, Old Dirty. I said, them niggas had about enough. The security, he stopped the whole club. Niggas couldn't go in there, right? So they want their money to flow. So they look, I said, yo, Dirty, man, it's 30 niggas, Dirty. They gonna fuck you up, Dirty.
Right.
I'm just the bees. I said, it ain't no fucking bees, Dirty. It ain't no niggas out here but me and you. Half these niggas might want to see you get fucked up, my nigga. Like, yo, like, please, man, we got to, Dirty, we got to get the fuck out of here, my nigga.
Yeah, it's time to
So,
go, right?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I walked them down the block. Got back in my car, my wife was screaming at me. She was like, yo, that's none of your fucking business. Y'all was gonna get pounded out by 30 niggas. I was like, yo, I couldn't do that. I hope I did the right thing.
You did the right thing.
I did, damn, yo, hey. Yo, hey.
You neutralized the situation. You thought for him, It's like he was about to get bought in and he probably wasn't mentally correct then. So, you were supposed to do that. A lot of people probably would have just drove off and been like, yo, that nigga's just crazy. But nah, real niggas, that's how, I guess that's where we come from. It's like I always tell a nigga like, you could be an enemy to me, but if we in another area and I know our beef wasn't really like cooked like that, and me and you somewhere else in another town, and let's just say niggas get at us, I got this. I'm still gonna have you without you even feeling like I got you, but I'm not gonna leave you just because of the fact that I know you. It's like I would hope a nigga would do that for me.
In jail, they call that the New York car.
The New York car.
Yeah, so even if you don't fuck with him, somebody driving a New York car, and he just like, yo, he got to hold it down for New York. So before a nigga could step to a nigga anything, it'd be some sucker shit for you to leave him to get banged out for some other niggas. You gotta step up, right? All right, Staten Island, the forgotten borough, the most racist borough. Listen to me. The most racist borough I ever been to when it comes to the police. You remember I did Don Cartagena, I did a couple of albums in me and Pun, Capital Punishment, we did it and every fucking day I got off the highway on Bay Road, I never not see a black or Hispanic kid up against the wall with police search. I never have seen a nigga not getting thrown up against the wall, getting searched. Elaborate, like what, am I wrong for thinking that?
Not at all. Nah, Staten Island is different, man. It's like, like you said, the forgotten borough. Like when you go to certain places, you can go and see like a shopping center or a block, Pickens Avenue, Fordham Road, Fulton Street. Staten Island don't have none of that. None of that. I mean, if it was one spot, it ain't even have to be nowhere near us, I would say that's the spot. And we ain't even got that's the spot. So now everything that's about the neighborhood is bad. It's just about survival, and it's like living in the jungle out there. And that's the mentality that the cops, they look at us on, and it's fucked up because they just take it like that, but it ain't nothing there. So now you got youngsters they gotta jump in this life because Nick, look at your sneakers, B, your coat, man. Take this shit off, you know what I mean? So now your mentality is, I gotta get in where I fit in with surviving out here. And the police, they don't care. They feel like, we know where the trouble is at. And it'll be the Park Hill, Stapleton, West Brighton, New Brighton, so they kind of like, that was their fun house for them. And they just be wrecking motherfuckers. If you ain't, they knew we ain't had no political power. They knew we ain't had no connects that we could try to fight them, so they running us the way they want to run us.
One of the trickiest situations is Italians and
black
black
people.
people.
On the other side, yeah.
Hold on. Italians and black people. Well, pretty much every Italian I met in Staten Island swore they was Wu-Tang, my nigga.
Yeah.
You bridged the gap there. Because it's racial tension, but every Italian...
Some Italians don't like black guys.
Of course, a lot of them. But they Wu-Tang in Staten Island. I don't know. They rap Wu-Tang, right?
Yeah.
I remember doing a show with you, one of my first shows ever. It was 13 Wu-Tang niggas, and it was me. And I got paid $500 for the show. And I was saying to myself, these niggas got paid like $30 a piece for this fucking show. This is the first, I was like, how these niggas get paid? It's 13 niggas.
Shit like that, right?
No, I'm doing the money. I'm counting your money because I know what the nigga giving up. He gave me $500.
I ain't gonna front. I started at like $90 and shit. $90 a man.
Yo, you had the cousin of Capadonna, the cousin
Nah,
inspector.
all of them,
Yo, your niggas had 1,000 niggas.
Nah, all of them niggas wasn't getting hit. I mean, we talking about the team. The
team, the main
10 man,
10.
yeah. The 10 toes
Let me tell you, I gotta tell you something. My son rap, right? He on that new shit, whatever. One day I asked him, who's the 10 niggas in Wu-Tang?
Question.
The nigga couldn't answer it right. Yo, my nigga, man, I almost pounded this nigga out, man. I was so fucking mad at this nigga. I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't know Method Man, nigga. You know, I start going crazy on the nigga, blacking out. I'm like, and I mean, you guys, I've been to places where you've been immortalized. I've been in places where your faces, they drew your face, each one of y'all faces all over the walls, and I was like, yo, my God, my niggas is in museums. And the movement that y'all, I don't think nobody ever had a movement like y'all, right? People try to duplicate it, but nobody ever had a movement like y'all where y'all had 10 niggas going platinum.
Yeah, you're right.
Was it ever competition? Because I know when me and Big L used to rap, he was my little brother, rest in peace. He would threaten me before we got on a record, and he would be like, yo, you better bring your sharpest bars, nigga, because I'm about to kill you on this shit.
Exactly.
Like, was it ever like that with y'all?
Shit, it's still like that to today.
Everybody think they the best.
You know, see, you gotta remember, man, it's like we always tell Riz, and I know I tell him personally, I'm like, yo, bro, when you created this, because he's the creator, we can't front on it, he took me out the hood, you know, seen something in me, but I told him, yo, when you did that, you hit the lotto. It's like a nigga going downstairs, going downstairs and getting that ticket.
That nigga found,
you know what I'm saying? So he
found that 10 Michael Jordans. Man,
he
how
found
do you do
that golden ticket. But at the same time, it's like we all wasn't really close like that. You know what I'm saying? So now that's the curse side of it, is that we from the same area, but we never all really mingled like that.
Wow,
so
I never
a
knew
lot
that.
of times it was always competitive, even from door number one. Just coming in the room, you know, you feel the tension, you know, oh, I don't really fuck with him. I had to smack his man the other day, or, you know, oh, yo, niggas is shooting at this nigga, or, you know what I'm saying? And Riz was the neutralizer, you know, because he had the respect throughout all of us. And he had a game plan. He had a solid plan. And at that time, for us, it was like, yo, make a decision with your life, man. You know, and he called me. I was one of the first dudes he called when he was ready to make that move. This is wallahi for real
I remember
shit.
one dude, Power, and he would just stand in the corner, everything quietly. You know, he's my nigga. I'm just trying to describe him for them.
Yeah.
And there was an eeriness about him. There was a mysteriousness about him where it was like some things are left best unsaid thing about him.
Right.
What was the mystery of Power?
You know, he's a silent partner. He was one of the guys that, you know, when RZA had a game plan, you know, he brought him in. Well, not brought him in, but he more or less presented a situation to him.
I got the allure that he might kill people. I got that's what I'm leading.
He got a strong personality.
I'm leading
he real
to
aggressive. He aggressive though.
Like, I never seen him get aggressive, but I could tell this nigga get it popping.
Right.
And was I correct?
Absolutely.
You know, I never had to see him in action. I knew, yo.
But you know, at the end of the day, he just a man that, you know, he got his own principles, and he's, you know, he always had it. Like, one thing about the neighborhood, certain niggas, you know how you run into this nigga like, yo, it's this nigga right here that always, every
He's
time you
getting
see him,
money,
he got the
nigga.
fly chick.
It's my nigga
The
showbiz.
nigga close his game. Like, he always been like that all his life, like since we were probably like 13, 14 years old, or maybe a little bit younger. Like, he always been that dude. So his mentality, his confidence was always at 1,000 every time. So when it came to doing whatever, it's like he don't believe he'll fall in anything. So, you know, that was our friend in the neighborhood.
Nah, I fuck with him.
But
I fuck with him
stand
hard.
up. He'll stand up.
What moment, because you got way too many, but what moment did you feel, did Old Dirty Bastard escape jail to come perform with y'all? Or is that a lie Fat Joe made up? Like,
Nah, it wasn't. Nah, he didn't escape jail. He was just on the run.
oh, he was
was
on the
on the
run
run.
and he came and performed with y'all niggas.
Yo, Joe, listen. Let
Oh
me tell you.
my
Let me tell you.
God!
Let me tell you this
Yo, my
shit.
nigga!
Hold on.
Come on,
Let me tell you
nigga.
something. Let me tell you
Yo,
something.
come on,
Listen,
man.
everybody is looking for Dirty. You know, they already got the
Niggas
word
on the
out.
news and all that.
Yo, the word was out. Like, they was looking for him, and we had a show that day. And I remember that day at the show, we all was talking about it. We like, oh man, our brother, he just going through it. Now he a fugitive or whatever the case may be. Like, nobody know where he at, blah, blah, blah. Don't you know that same night of that show, he walked in with his moms. And when he walked in with his moms, when I tell you it was like, yo, it was like a movie. It was like watching Death Wish with Charles Bronson in it. Like, but he came through with his mother, and it's like, you know, they wasn't worried about nothing, but it was just about getting to the show and being like, you know, he had his moms in the back. They wasn't really talking too much. And to me, I thought that was the most illest shit in the world, because it's like, who else is rolling with you? Who really rolling? And it's like, yo, I never seen it. And he didn't care about being on the run. You know what I mean? I think they came later on and probably snatched him.
They grabbed him at the show, right?
They grabbed him at the show afterwards. But Dirty was just, you know, he was a real warrior. He didn't care. You know, I remember going to go see him in jail and perform, and he come out eating the burger and shit. Like, you know, like, yo, y'all here? Y'all made it? You know, but yeah, he just another breed of a brother, man, that you love.
Who do you think, besides you, is the nicest member in Wu-Tang?
I could never answer that question.
I think Lord Finesse is the nicest member of Digging in the Crates. I always thought he was the most lyrical, he was the best. Yeah. Once again, let me ask you the question, because we don't dance around the questions. Who you think besides you is the nicest nigga in Wu-Tang?
It's hard, Joe, because it's like everybody
Oh,
different.
Ray, you know,
I
man.
can't, no, I really don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't, because these niggas, they have their seasons, you know what I mean? It's, you know, everything is about seasons. So even I might be off right now, and he might just be sizzling. You know, his pen is just, you know.
You gotta deal with Diodora, because them shits is hard, but I see you post the Diodoras all the
Yeah,
time.
I mean, you know, these are, complimentary joints.
You niggas are the kings of popping shit. No, you and Ghost are the reigning supreme popping shit kings.
Yeah.
Super
fly niggas though, you know.
I seen
I'm
my
Ron
little
O'Neal, he the
I
other
seen my
nigga.
little sneaker guy there, but he remind me of this because I got the song out so excited now, and I got my little man Rasha Belhassa from Dubai with me.
Right.
And
The youngster.
I was listening to you all day, and when I went to do that song, I said, yo, I'm gonna talk some fly, cause y'all niggas would be like, yo, God, son, guy here, son. Y'all niggas talking that. Y'all painting the movie before you even rhyme.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, this is
already
that.
painted.
This is
right.
that throwback shit. I'm gonna talk some old fly Raekwon and Ghost shit. But then I realized I had one of the richest little niggas in the fucking planet Earth with me, and I throw the nigga in the booth, and he was like, "What do I do?" I said, "Talk that shit. Talk about your life." He's like, "Joe, we have a zoo in the house. We have a tiger called Tiger and Kylie." You know, that nigga start talking that shit, and I said, "Oh my God!" Like we be talking that shit, but we don't mean it. Like this nigga means it.
They mean it, yeah.
Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. He's the worst, B. He's the worst, man. You know, I don't even know how he got in there. It's like it put a spin on how the government is to me now. It's like, you know, we would hear the stories about all the wickedry, we look at the movies and see what it is, but now I'm starting to realize a lot of that shit ain't right. You know, and you know, now we're opening up a floodgate to where now the youngsters is paying attention. Now the youngsters is being politically in tune with what's going on. And for him to jump up in that seat and, you know, doing the things he do, it's like, yo, I'm just scratching my head. And that had a lot to do with me, you know, coming with an album that I felt like, yo, it's so much wild shit going on. Fucking everything, this shit is stupid right now. Like, how do we get here? Like, and then thinking about all the other countries that's looking at us that love America because we the land of the free, but then looking at us like, yo, what the fuck? This is what it's about today? You know what I mean? We letting these type of people come in and dictate where we gonna be tomorrow? It's like, it's fucked up. He wasn't the man, B. And I believe a lot of shit, a lot of scandals and all that take place though, but you don't put a nigga like that up in there because it's ulterior motives that exist that we all don't even know that's still happening to this day.
So many. Your biggest moment as Wu-Tang or as yourself, when you did something and you just said to yourself, yo, this is the biggest shit we hear, you felt the greatest moment y'all ever did, a performance or whatever, something like that, accomplishment, what is it?
I would say the biggest shit was just getting on and getting recognized. You know, we come from, you know, even though we connected to the 5 boroughs, we always felt like we wasn't. You know, everybody, you know, we was the niggas that hang out and go wherever. So it was so important for our borough to get on. And once we was able to get on, that was the biggest
Y'all
ticket
did
for
that
me.
shit, man. I know
Putting
Method
the
Man
map.
used to work in the Statue of Liberty. I met the nigga on the plane he used to work for. He was like, yeah, you know, Method Man used to work for me in Statue. Y'all really did that for Staten Island. Y'all immortalized Staten Island.
Right.
Real quick, Dave Chappelle, I'm the first rapper to be on Dave Chappelle. The best segment that the shit I love the most is when keeping it real goes wrong. What was one time where you felt like I kept it real, I kept it a buck, but the shit went wrong? You could probably take it back or regret it now.
I think shit went wrong when we was in a situation where we all had to do something for radio at this time. And, you know, it was deep because, you know, we knew that they wasn't supporting us. They didn't give a fuck about us. They like, yo, y'all niggas is already blown or whatever. We actually had a show that night. And we fought about it, we argued about it because, you know, half of us was like, yo, nah, fuck that because they ain't doing right by us or whatever. They ain't supporting. And then the other half is like, yo, we still gotta live in this business, so we gotta think about this shit. You know what I mean? Because we could lose a lot behind us.
Politics.
So, you know, politics. So, you know, we arguing and, you know, now it's starting to wear and tear on our relationships in the room. You know, because it's like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, niggas start saying that. It's like, oh, I don't even want to talk to this nigga no more. He don't even give a fuck. But make a long story short, we all surrendered. We surrendered to come and do the shit. And when we got there, it was like, you know, we get in the back. They got this little ass fucking room for us. Remind you, we headlined. I think we was the headliners at the time. And you know, everything just from that point started going bad. And then when we got out there and we got in front of the crowd, it was like the mics was fucked up. It was like
No respect.
shit was raggedy, you know what I mean? The system, everything. So we like, yo, it's a sabotage, you know? So now, you know, dudes is feeling it however they feeling and talking shit on the mic. And we had the right to feel like that, but I think that
You
was
think you shouldn't have, that was a defining moment.
It was a fucked up movement for
And they blackballed you after that. Not just that station,
That's
all
what
the stations.
That's what it boiled down to.
Because
that
the
we
stations get scared of you being more powerful than the stations.
Right.
So when y'all did that, I remember sitting right there with Steve Rifkin. He was like, what the fuck? Holy shit.
Right.
That nigga was losing his mind. He was like, I was like, why? I'm sitting there, my nigga. I'm like, and I think that was something that really, really hurt
And we
y'all.
didn't want to go. we didn't want to go because our hearts was
You had
like,
to go 'cause the
but
fans
we had
wanted
to
to
go.
see you.
We was in business with people that, you know, yo, come on, y'all, please do this or whatever. And then we get there and it's like our whole shit was raggedy. Our show was raggedy. We
Let me
left,
tell you
brothers
something.
was pissed, niggas wasn't
Let me tell
talking
you
no
something.
more.
Wu-Tang forever. I said now, I said in my cat, if I die and I die before you, put a Wu-Tang flag in my shit, my nigga. I fucks with you. My nigga. Coca Vision, live on TIDAL. This is exclusive, 3-month subscription for free. Raekwon, the motherfucking God. Joe Crack, let's get it.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, bitch, bend it over, pick it up.